Hi everyone, I'm Zhuoya, and today let me take you behind the scenes of one of the most challenging, cinematic, and meaningful shoots I've done in a long time. It started with a bold idea: an angel knight, a celestial warrior fighting for light at the edge of a storm. Inspired by the anime Saint Seiya, I imagined this character standing alone in full armor, wings wide open, on a dramatic coastline under a heavy sky. We had everything prepared: armor, sword, bow, flags, even a crown of thorns like halo. But just as we were about to shoot, the heavens opened. Rain. Heavy, cold, endless. My team thought we might have to cancel, but I looked around and thought, what if we turn this weather into part of the story? Instead of fighting the rain, we embraced it. The new concept became creating cinematic portraits in extreme weather using off-camera flash. The goal: make our beautiful model Amanda not just survive the storm, but command it. To bring this vision to life, I used two Godox flashes, the Godox AD400 Pro with ADR12 reflector placed behind the model to act as a fake sun. It backlit the wings and enhanced the visibility of the rain. You can literally see the droplets glowing like sparks. The Godox AD200 Pro 2 is fitted on S2 with our FT14 reflector placed high and frontal as the key light. It sculpted the face, armor, and wings, creating dimensionality that would otherwise be lost in gray ambient light. Without this setup, the image would have looked flat, muddy, and soft. We used manual white balance set around 9000 Kelvin to simulate warm stormlight, like a divine fire cutting through a cold world. And because I needed maximum flash power, I kept the shutter speed under 1/250th of a second, using narrower apertures, f8 to f16. Quick tip: once you go over your sync speed into HSS, the flash power drops significantly because the light has to pulse through a partial shutter curtain. In a shoot like this, you want every bit of light output you can get. Each image was a chapter in the Sam epic, The Oath. Our angel knight stands, with both hands on her sword, framed by cliffs, backlit like a holy figure. A bird flies overhead, like a messenger of destiny. The call to arms: sword raised, wind, rain, feathers, and power. The wings act as part of the light modifier, catching the backlight and flaring like banners. The archer's focus: bow drawn. Fire arrow ignited. You can feel the storm pause for breath. The flag bearer, holding a red flag, looking toward the kingdom in the distance. This wasn't just a costume shoot, it became symbolic of hope, defiance, and leadership. Battle on the rocks. She climbs over crashing waves, drenched but unshaken. The flag dances behind her like fire in the wind. Close-up resolve, a tight shot. Helmet on, soaked face, fierce eyes. This is not a damsel in distress, this is a general. The fall, one final shot. The knight lies still on the rocks, flag falling with her. It's quiet, it's real, and it's powerful. This final photo became one of the most emotional for me, because sometimes even warriors fall, but that doesn't make their fight any less noble.
Okay, let's do some light room adjustment on this photo. Firstly, I noticed this photo has the horizontal line is not straight, so let's put it straight first. So I'm just using the angle tool to straighten the image. Alright, okay, here we go. And now I'm gonna start to adjust it. Firstly, I'm going to adjust the color temperature because I want the photo looks quite historical and like glory or goldly. So I want to add a bit of warmth in the photo. Let's change the color temperature to 9000 something. See if that works better. Okay, that's better. Very good. Okay, I'll just adjust a little bit more there. So roughly around there. Bit too red, so I'm gonna drop the red a bit down. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna drop down the exposure as well, just a bit. So to protect the highlight part, roughly around there will do. And then I'm going to increase the contrast, just increase the contrast slightly. to make it more stands out, because when I drop the highlight in there, it's gonna drop the contrast down as well. So I increase the high contrast, so it's just to prevent when I drop in those and make the contrast too low. Okay, gonna increase the shadows a bit more, and I'm going to so as you can see, the dark side of the image is a bit too dark, so I'm gonna increase light up the black as well, so roughly around there. Okay, here we go. So now I got all the details in there. I'm going to drop vibrance and the saturation as well, so just make it a bit more historical looks. So see if that's, yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Okay, cool. The red flag is actually a bit too bright and too it's not warm enough. It's not rich enough, the color. So what I'm gonna do is gonna drop off the saturation of the red, and then I'm also gonna drop the luminance of the red as well. See if that makes better. Just a little bit will do. Yeah, that's better. Okay, here we go. Cool, awesome. So that's pretty much I would do in Lightroom for this picture.
This wasn't just a shoot, it was an experience, a battle with weather, gear, timing, and the elements themselves. But it reminded me, great photography isn't always about control. Sometimes it's about surrendering to the moment and using everything at your disposal, especially light, to shape chaos into beauty. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you learned something or felt something, let me know what part of the process inspired you most. Until next time, stay dry out there, or don't.